Hey everyone, Des Rome here at Old Iron. Welcome to the sixth episode of my series. For those that haven't been here before, I'm starting a new chapter of my life as I document my journey of getting back into shape and losing roughly 80 pounds of weight. Week 5 was a good week. I'm down 3.4 pounds of weight this week, bringing me from 393.2 to 389.8 pounds. This brings my total weight loss from the time of the first episode to 19.2 pounds in 5 weeks. This is an average of 3.84 pounds a week, a little bit too much for an average, but strength and energy levels are still good, so I'm going to continue to progress as I am. Personally, the stress levels are still very high due to my employment situation, but I've managed to mitigate this and focus on my goals. But what did I do this week? My training. My training was changed up a little bit this week as I'm training now in a 2-day split, just to fill up my spare time and not let my mind get the best of me. I'm not increasing volume or intensity past what I was previously doing. For example, day 1, I'm doing chest in the AM and tricep in the PM. Day 2, I'm doing back in the AM and biceps in the PM. Day 3, I'm doing shoulders in the AM and legs in the PM. And day 4, all I do is deadlifts and rest the rest of the day. And I repeat this again by going back to day 1 with no days of rest in between. I haven't seen any negative or positive effects from this other than occupying my mind with my training. As far as my diet's concerned, I'm back to getting all my meals in and still hovering around 1,800 to 2,400 calories max per day. This brings me to this week's topic. This week I want to talk about rep ranges and its effects. Note, I'm not talking about set counts here. Let's agree that we're just talking about the same amount of sets regardless of the 2 examples I'm going to be going over. So the common rule is that heavy low reps lead to strength and that high reps with more moderate weight leads to more muscle mass. I personally don't believe in these principles. I believe that time under tension and training to failure, if that be low heavy or moderate high reps, can lead to the same results and is not as clear-cut as traditionally thought. If you're training with intensity and to failure, you will get hypertrophic effects and increase muscle and strength as long as you're on a calorie surplus or properly converting fat stores for energy. The latter has a smaller effect on growth and is very difficult. In fact, on a calorie deficit, you can train in either method and you will more than likely lose some muscle tissue along with the fat stores if you're not very, very careful and reducing weight very, very slowly. The main difference in muscle growth is a hypertrophic effect. What is hypertrophy? So training for hypertrophy requires causing metabolic damage to muscle cells and then refueling them with a surplus of amino acids through protein, calories, and rest to lay down the new muscle tissue. This will increase muscle mass and strength. Now you can train at high rep ranges and still get stronger without increasing as much muscle mass by adaptation and little hypertrophic effect. The benefit of changing methods of high to low rep ranges is more to shock the body and avoid adaptation. So just remember as a rule that time under tension and intensity is the fastest way to achieve hypertrophic and increase muscle size with the correct diet. This is regardless of high or low rep ranges. So let me give you an example of this. Performing a 7-rep set, taking 8 to 10 seconds per rep, and taking the last rep to failure can have the same results as 12-rep set at 4 to 6 seconds per rep, while also taking the last rep to failure. This is in both cases 56 to 70 seconds of time under tension with intensity to failure. Let me know if you agree or disagree and your thoughts and science behind it. While this is a simplified answer, hopefully this will open up your mind and you can do some research of your own and test it in your own training. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.